everybody? Welcome back to Demon News. I am your host, Medale. All right, so let me break down what's going on with PooH Shiesty, everybody. Now, PooH Shiesty wanted to get out of his contract with Gucci Mane. And now, this is what I got to say to all these business record label owners. If y'all stop doing business with gangsters, they start signing gangsters off the street. Instead of music talent, they sign gangsters. So when you sign a gangster to your record label, he could potentially rob you. So if you don't know, everybody, everything is coming out about PooH Shiesty robbing Gucci Mane. So they got him at a studio. They robbed him at a studio in Dallas, Texas. Okay. They took his jewelry, and they also made him sign, I believe they made him sign something to let PooH Shiesty out of his contract. Gucci Mane wanted to keep PooH Shiesty on 1017. That's his record label. But PooH Shiesty didn't want to stay with Gucci Mane, so they end up meeting up at Dallas, a Dallas studio, and they robbed Gucci Mane and made him sign the release thing to let PooH Shiesty out of his contract. We're going to get off into this news footage, but here's what I have to say about that. Stop signing these street killers to your record label, and this won't happen to you. Now, the feds then busted up in PooH Shiesty's daddy's house and arrested him. They arrested PooH Shiesty's girlfriend and a lot of other people. Here we go. Let's get into this footage.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as PooH Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims.
One of the victims, guys, is Gucci. Okay, he not saying Gucci's name. He just calling him a victim. But that's Gucci Mane.
Once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of...
Okay, let me stop it right there, guys. This is the problem. You got a record label. You're a record label owner. Gucci Mane is the owner of 1017 Records. And you go out, what happened to the music industry, guys? Why do we have to sign these killers and gangsters? All right? Because once the killers and gangsters get mad at you, what you think they gonna do to you? They gonna kill and gangster on you. That's what they do. Okay? I used to be a gangster on the streets back in my younger years. And we don't care. When you in that mode, you don't care about nothing. All right? You don't give a damn. You know, you on gangster demon time. That's what it is. So my advice to all these record label owners, stop signing killers and gangsters. And this won't happen to you. All right, let's go.
Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows. Electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated trap.
It's crazy because PooH Shiesty was supposed to be at home. He was on house arrest or whatever. So he wasn't even supposed to be out robbing nobody, let alone robbing a famous rapper like Gucci Mane. Okay, he's supposed to be at the crib chilling with some marshmallows, watching Red Fox or something. You know what I'm talking about? So, but other than doing that, he over here robbing Gucci Mane. Let's go.
Of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group, surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least two of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days.
So, let me get this right. We just robbed Gucci Mane of his jewelry, and we're gonna post it online? Oh man, these dudes is geniuses. I tell you, these are the smartest crooks, criminals ever. Let's go.
Following the offense, Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice. I want to thank the FBI Dallas.
So, yeah. In conclusion, guys, so PooH Shiesty and a whole bunch, his daddy, his girlfriend, a lot of people is arrested on this. It's looking real bad for PooH Shiesty and his crew and his daddy. Y'all should have knew better than to go and rob Gucci Mane. All right, you just can't rob a famous, high-profile rapper and think everything gonna be good and go jump on a Greyhound bus. Come on, guys. What the hell? Then put the stuff on the internet. Ooh, look, guys, I robbed Gucci Mane. I got his ring and his watch. What the hell? Yeah, look, you might as well call the FBI up and tell them where you at. Come get you. Okay? Well, idiots. All right, this is Demon News, guys. Y'all have been caught up on a PooH Shiesty and Gucci Mane robbery. PooH Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane. Now, I'm getting reports that Pam Bondi has been fired by Donald Trump, so I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check into that, and I'm going to get back to y'all later. But this is Demon News. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and share the video, guys. Stay safe out there. And record labels, stop signing gangsters from the damn street, and you won't get a gun put in your face in the music studio. Idiots. All right, God bless, guys. Have a good one.